Hi guys, it's your girl Z,
and Sin.
and we are back with another reaction video for you today. And today we're checking out.
Top 25 places to visit on the British Isles.
Okay, guys, we're getting this one from Travel Guide, so go over and show them some love. All right, so we're not going to do any no long talking, don't it?
No.
Let's get into this video. Here we go, right about now.
What's up, guys? My name is Ryan, and I spent the last several years exploring the British Isles, and I want to share with you my favorite places. So here's my British Isles top 25. The British Isles are made up of the countries of Ireland, Northern Ireland, England, Wales, and Scotland. If you want to go back in time and feel like you're in a fairy tale, the British Isles are the place for you. It's easy to see why so many myths and legends were born here. It's one of the world's most enchanting lands. Let's start this video off at the Skellig Islands. Located off the coast of Southern Ireland, the Skelligs are a set of two islands that are easily one of the most epic locations on the British Isles. The only way to reach the island is by boat. We left from the town of Portmagee, and it took us about an hour to reach the Great Skellig. We got off the boat, and I was just so freaking stoked. We just started walking up the island's path until we reached the stairs that lead up to the top to the monasteries. Now, the stairs were just beyond cool. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of puffins burrowed right next to the stairs and on the island slopes. I mean, they were just so freaking cute. We reached the midway point at Christ Saddle and then kept hiking to the top. After climbing the island's 618 stairs, we finally made it to the monastery. Now, the history of the island is just absolutely fascinating. The monastic settlement dates back to the 6th century, where the monks of St. Fionnan lived simple lives on this isolated island. They built these beehive huts completely out of stone. They were precisely designed to make sure no water could get into them. Now, it's believed there were about 12 monks that lived here at a time. In the 13th century, the monks left the island for mainland Ireland, and since then, Skellig has become a place for pilgrimage. All in all, the Skellig Islands are one of the coolest places I've ever been, and I couldn't recommend them enough. Afterwards, we're going to visit the most famous place in all Ireland, the Cliffs of Moher. Now, look.
Wow.
It's pretty, don't it?
It is pretty. Very pretty. The steps, 618 steps. Wow.
Can you imagine? I can't do that high.
I wonder how long that is in minutes. So, like,
Girl, child, 600 and something steps?
that's a lot of steps.
Listen.
Yeah, that's a lot of steps.
I don't do heights, so that would be one of my major. My tummy would be. I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't climb it. It looks pretty, and then I can't swim,
Oh, geez.
so I ain't taking no boat to go nowhere. if it doesn't have a lot of land stretching out, I ain't going there. I'm sorry. If I could swim, that's a different thing. But you can't get there by land. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, by
You
boat.
But it looks so cool just sitting there in the water, don't it?
Yes, so
Jesus,
pretty.
and it's simple, and all those little puffins, and it's a simple
So
way of
cute,
life where the monks live and everything. But nah, I'm sorry. It's pretty, but nah, not for me.
Located on Ireland's west coast, about a 3-hour drive from Dublin, the cliffs stretch over 14 kilometers, with the highest reaching 214 meters above the sea. When we reached them, I was just amazed by the size of the cliffs. I mean, they were way bigger than I imagined, and they just drop
really
off
high.
straight into the ocean. If you want to walk to the end of the cliffs, you can make the trek to Hag's Head. If you can, I definitely...
Sorry, that just gave me anxiety. She was so close to the edge. I'm like, girl. I'm like, you could just slip and that's it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do you want to go?
You and I are in the same boat. It's just like, you see how high that thing is?
That is so high.
I you know I don't hike, don't it?
No, you don't. You don't.
Guys, I am paranoid. I am scared of heights.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at this that we're looking at right now, you guys are seeing. I cannot stand on the edge of that to look down on the water.
I don't care how much you pay me to do. I would not.
I pass out.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. That's the crazy thing. It's so beautiful, though.
So beautiful.
Jeez, man.
I recommend waiting for sunset as the light hits the cliffs, giving it a strikingly orange glow. I mean, it's easy to see why it's one of the most popular places in all Ireland. After, we're going to head over to Ireland's charming capital of Dublin. Located on Easter Island's coast, Dublin is a city full of charm. The capital is full of beautiful gardens and architecture. It has such a friendly vibe to it. While you're there, you can walk across the River Liffey on the uniquely designed Samuel Beckett Bridge, or you can walk over to the coast to experience the Irish Sea.
Wow.
I just love the feel and ambience of Dublin. It's such a magical capital. Now from Dublin, we're going to drive a few
Can you imagine just looking at it, looking at the buildings? You can see that they're old, so there's a rich history with that.
History.
And then just the, I don't know, but there's just something about Dublin and that Irish music that was playing, and that it just, I don't know, it just sounds so, it feels good.
few hours up to Northern Ireland. Now, Northern Ireland is interesting because it's part of the UK. Back in 1921, Ireland was split into North and Southern Ireland. One of my favorite places in Northern Ireland is Giant's Causeway. Giant's Causeway is one of the most recognizable places in all of Ireland.
Wow.
It's famous for its jagged cliffs and over 40,000 basalt columns. They are these perfect hexagons that cover the coast. According to legend, the causeway was built by an Irish giant so he could cross the Northern Sea. When I was there, we started by hiking above the cliffs and then made our way down to the causeway. I was just amazed by the bizarre rock formations. I had such a fun time walking on them. It's wild to think they were made by nature. Now, while we're still in Northern Ireland, we're going to head over to Corrick a Reid. It's this scenic bridge that crosses the...
Oh, so pretty.
Jesus, look at that bridge, that person walking and nothing underneath him.
She be trembling, going. Don't look down. Don't look down. That's what I told myself. Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down. Just
seriously. Look at that bridge.
I would pee myself. I was just thinking about going there.
You'd have to blindfold. No.
No.
You have to give me sleeping medicine to go across.
Yeah.
Carry me across.
Oh my goodness.
That thin thing, and then the rails don't look that thick too, you know. Can you see that person standing? But it's so cute though. It just part out into the sea.
Oh yes, it's so pretty when you look underneath it. It's so pretty.
The water is clear and beautiful.
I love that blue. It's such a beautiful blue.
It's scenic, but Jesus.
The sea over to this little island. I was just amazed by the watercolor there. I mean, it's just so blue, contrasted perfectly with the green cliffs. Now, just 20 minutes from there, you can visit the Dark Hedges. It's this avenue lined with over 90 beech trees. They were planted almost 250 years ago. Now, according to legend, there's a ghost called the Grey Lady who wanders the road. Definitely has a spooky vibe, especially at night. After Northern Ireland, we're going to head over to England to visit Cornwall. Now, located on England's southwestern tip, Cornwall is home to some of the best coastline in all of England. While the northern coast is full of impressive sea cliffs, such as Godrevy Point, the southern coast is named the Cornish Riviera as it's full of scenic harbor towns and villages. One of my favorites is Loo. It's this picturesque town that's divided by the Loo River, which empties into the sea. There's an incredible beach full of classic English houses. It very well could be a fairy tale. One of the most impressive locations in Cornwall is St. Michael's Mount. It's a tidal island with an impressive castle on top.
Okay. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. But I'm not gonna lie. I knew that you guys are an island. I know, the British Isles is an island, but you rarely hear about the beaches that you guys have. I have to be very honest.
I've never heard anybody say they go into the beach.
I've never heard a person say, I'm going to the beach today. You guys always complain about the rain. It's raining a lot. I know it's downtown it's gloomy, cloudy.
It's foggy.
That's all I hear. So beaches never came to my mind. Ever.
I'm on board with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be very honest.
Because it's always complain about their weather. Weather is not nice.
It's raining today. We're having tea. It's gloomy today.
So to look at something like this, it's really beautiful.
It's very pretty. Yeah. You guys should show this more. I love this.
Man.
It's believed to be the home of a monastery from the 8th to 11th centuries, and the castle on the island summit dates back to the 12th centuries and has been renovated throughout the ages. When the tide goes out, you can walk across the stone causeway to get there. I think it's one of the coolest places in England. It reminds me a lot of France's Mont Saint Michel, which is also a tidal island with similar features. While we're still in southwestern England, we're going to head over to the Isles of Scilly. Located
Well, he said when the tides go out, you can literally walk. Because you saw that underneath that water, you saw the pathway. That's pretty cool. But sorry, I ain't timing no tide. I'm a scaredy cat, guys. Don't get it wrong. I'm a scaredy cat. I'm not leaving nothing up to
And
chance.
she's from the islands. Can you believe that?
Don't do me like
Freedom
that.
water, but she's from the islands.
Please,
Located about 28 miles off Cornwall, the Isles of Scilly are an archipelago made up of 5 inhabited islands with a population around 2,000 people. The islands are full of crystal clear waters, historical sites, and rolling green hills. To reach the islands, you can take a 3-hour ferry from Penzance, or you can take a short plane ride. The islands truly are stunning. I'd love to get a boat and just sail around the islands in the summertime. Afterwards, we're going to
It's so pretty.
look how blue that is.
Such a pretty blue, postcard worthy. Oh my goodness.
And that lush green grass.
It just it goes together so well. I love lush green. It's so pretty.
It looks fake though.
But it's real. That's the crazy thing.
I know it's real. It just looks,
It looks too good.
yeah.
Because we
Too
don't get
good to
that
be-
here. That's why we're in denial. It looks
It's too good to be true. Like
and that blue with that green and the sun is hitting it and you're like, yeah.
and them coastlines
Yeah.
don't make no sense.
Mhm.
And he said only 2,000 residents of 2,000. That's a lot of people living there.
Mhm.
See, that's what I like. Countryside stuff. I don't like city stuff.
Yeah.
You get a better feel.
Yes, more slower pace, nice and chilled and relaxed.
I can't
I like
wait to visit, man.
We're going to head back to the mainland of England to visit
Woo.
possibly the most iconic city
London.
in the world, London. Now, I've
Hungry.
traveled to London several times, and I have to say it's one of my favorite cities. Everything from double-decker buses to the energy of Piccadilly Circus make this city feel so alive. You can check out the iconic Big Ben
Yeah.
and walk across the bridge to see the Palace of Westminster. There's the Tower Bridge, which is possibly the most famous bridge in all of London. You can also see the Stoic Guards at Buckingham Palace
Oh.
or take a ride on the London Eye. If you haven't already been to London, I highly recommend visiting when you can. It's hard to beat the London atmosphere. There's just no city like it in the world. After, we're
I ain't gonna lie. It's pretty. That city life look real
Really
good.
pretty. Yeah.
I'm not for the concrete jungle, but it really looks good. When the nightlife comes in
Mhm.
and the lights up, you
So
see the
pretty.
guard. But there's so much to do. That's the thing
Mhm.
about it. That's what I love. I've never ridden on a double-decker bus, you know.
Never have I.
You know, there's one here.
There is.
The
There's
other,
a downtown.
yeah, the other day
Yeah.
I was going downtown and the kids were like, a trolley.
Aw.
And I'm like, trolley, and it right, anchor ride trolley, and I'm like, it's a double decker. And they're like, could we go on it one day? And I'm like, sure. But I didn't even realize they had it here.
No, wow. Is it red?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen it before. I didn't know what that one was. I was like, that looks so cool.
Yeah.
But mostly tourists ride on it though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's nice.
But and you were right, it runs downtown.
going to head back to the coast to visit the White Cliffs of Dover. Located about a 2 hours drive from London, the White Cliffs of Dover are not only a beautiful scenic location, but also an intriguing historical site, especially regarding World War II history. Since the cliffs are Britain's closest point to continental Europe, being only 20 miles from France, during World War II, crossing from Dover was a
20 miles from France.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Is that where that underwater trail is connected to?
I don't know. Let us
think
know in the
so.
comment section
Yeah.
if that's where the connection to that
Water train. Is it train bus?
what you call it? The channel tunnel.
Yeah.
Is that where it connects? That's 20
pretty
miles
cool.
across. 20, is it 20 miles?
Yeah, 20 miles. It would make sense if it does, because that's just 20 miles. No wonder if they say 15 minutes. And that's still mind-boggling. 15 minutes and you're in Paris?
It sounds far-fetched.
It sounds. That's the thing. It sounds so far-fetched.
But let us know in the comment section if that's where the connection lies between the channel
Please
tunnel.
do.
Please. Because we would really like to know. Because we're still
Mhm.
baffled about this 20 mile from there to France.
primary route to Europe by boat or plane, so the White Cliffs were the first and last site of Britain for the troops. After the evacuation of Dunkirk, the sight of the Cliffs of Dover was a sign of relief as the thousands of Allied troops made it safely back to Britain. I mean, the history of these cliffs is absolutely fascinating. Now, while we're still on the topic of cliffs, we're going to visit the Seven Sisters. Now, located about 2 hours from Dover, the Seven Sisters are home to some of the most beautiful cliffs in all of England. I love how there's just this perfectly green grass, then a straight drop off of the Wight Cliffs to the beach below. The Seven Sisters has been used in film and television as a stand-in for the Wight Cliffs of Dover. They look just like them, and I think honestly they're more scenic and less people and infrastructure there. Regardless, the Seven Sisters are an incredible coastline and a perfect place to stroll along the English coast. Now afterwards, we're going to visit the city of Brighton. Now located about 40 minutes from the Seven Sisters, Brighton is a beautiful resort town with a massive beach that lines the English Channel. One of the most interesting features is the Brighton Eye 360. It's a tower that rises up and offers an incredible view of Brighton. Another feature I really like about Brighton is its piers. There's the remains of the West Pier that was built in 1866 but was sadly burnt down in 2003. And then there's the Brighton Palace Pier, which was established in 1899 and has an amusement park at the end. Now afterwards, we're going to head over to the Jurassic Coast. While you won't find any dinosaurs here, you might find some fossils on the beach. One of the most famous spots on the Jurassic Coast is Dirtle Door. It's this limestone arch that goes straight into the ocean. There's a great beach there, and I can't think of a better place to spend on a warm summer day. One of my favorite spots on the Jurassic Coast is Old Harry's Rocks.
See, it's crazy how he's merging into each different places. But they all look the same. It seems like they're the same, but they're not. The landscape is different with each one. But that white...
Yeah, that white... like, I wonder how that happens. That is so cool.
Is it lime? I'm not sure if it's lime rock or some charcoal rock or something. Because if you notice, a lot of them have this white look to them.
But it's all green on top.
It is so pretty.
That is so cool. Yeah. Like, wow.
Dang it. I could live on each of these. Not going close to the cliff, guys. I won't. But I could live there. I could just picture myself. Peace and serenity. That's it. That's it. Nothing more. Give me some cow and some sheep and some goat.
You're just back home. Yep.
And some chicken.
Yep.
And I'll farm the land, eat my meat from and just live. Peace.
That's so nice and peaceful. Yeah.
So pretty, man. So pretty.
I remember the first time I saw pictures of this place, I was just baffled by the scenery. The Old Harry's Rocks are these sea stacks that are made completely out of chalk that mark the end of the Jurassic Coast. In World War II, the stacks were used for target practice by pilots. Pretty wild. Now afterwards, we're going to visit the Isle of Wight. Located across the sea from Old Harry's Rocks, the Isle of Wight is the largest island in all of England. You can reach the Isle of Wight by taking a ferry from Southampton or also by taking a hovercraft from Portsmouth. Now, one of my favorite features of the Isle of Wight is the Needles Lighthouse. It's this 19th century lighthouse that is built upon these chalk rocks that jet out of the sea. It's such a unique location, and I just love the White Sea Cliffs. Afterwards, we're going to visit the Lake District. Located in northwestern England, the Lake District is known for its glacial ribbon lakes and its fell mountains.
Pretty.
It's home to Scafell Pike, which is the highest place in all of England with an elevation of 3,209 feet. The area is just absolutely beautiful. I think one of the best things you can do in the Lake District is just drive on the roads that wind through the mountains. One notable road is the Honister Pass. If you keep driving down...
That is so... I would love to go on this type of drive. I would love to go.
You're alone. You're alone.
Oh, what? It's so
if it's flat, like you see this flat, I'll drive.
You know, like the one like ooh.
No. I don't mean that. I mean flat terrain, just going.
Oh, I see.
You see that cliffside rock that drive? Ain't going up there. Sorry. If I'm driving to Snowdonia, I'm panic. You think You think I can I don't like heights. I just don't drive heights.
I don't like it, but I know my limit. But her limit is kind of low. I'm not gonna lie to you.
When I'm passing that little bridge just before you reach that turn again pass, that bridge, I start panicking. I'm like this to the yellow line.
Oh, she got a big truck. Because she's like Trevor, big truck.
I'm like this to the yellow line. I'm like, Lord, please don't let anything come in my way because I'm so close to the yellow line. If anything, I will go and kiss because I am not going close to the side where the bridge. I don't know. We were going past it and I said to Sean, I said, Sean, we're on the bridge. He was like, oh, I'm like, I didn't tell you to look. I was just
You're going to take the car over. Don't look.
When I got off, guys, this bridge is about maybe 2 minutes long or less.
Mm-hmm. It's not that long.
But it's high. When you're coming down the hill, you can see it before you approach it. And I'm like, just a few. I don't look ahead like I normally do. I'm like, okay, when we get there, we'll cross it because I ain't looking left, I ain't looking right. I'm stick to the yellow line. That's me. I can't do.
Down the pass, you'll reach Buttermere Lake. It's surrounded by massive mountains and it's just incredible overall scenery. And I couldn't recommend the Lake District enough. Easily one of the most beautiful places in all of England. After the Lake District, we're going to head over to the country of Wales. Located in the southwest part of Great Britain, Wales is famous for its mountainous national parks, picturesque coastline, and distinct Welsh language. One of the most scenic places in Wales is the Snowdonia National Park.
No,
that looks fake, but it's so pretty.
Now that's a postcard right there.
That is so pretty.
Picture perfect. That's what you call picture perfect.
Yes, and it's real, but
it looks so fake.
But it's real though. That's the crazy part. But it's so pretty. I would love to go there. This is so pretty.
It's a region in northwest Wales that is known for its mountains and lakes. The highest peak in Wales is Mount Snowdon, which is located in the park with an elevation of 1,085 meters. You can hike to the top or also take the Snowdon Mountain Railway. One of my favorite lakes in Snowdonia is Llyn Padarn. It's located on the base of Mount Snowdon. It's just such a serene area. Now, if you want to explore some of Wales' coastline, the Llyn Peninsula offers some scenic locations. I really like the area around the Ur Vale Mountain. It's a beautiful coast, coupled with green farmland, and has a backdrop of impressive peaks. Afterwards, we're going to head up to Scotland to visit Edinburgh. If you want to go back in time, Edinburgh is a must. When I started traveling, this was one of the first cities I ever visited. It's a medieval old town with intricate neoclassical buildings and cobblestone streets. The iconic Edinburgh Castle overlooks the city. It's one of the oldest fortified places in all of Europe. Now, while we're still in Edinburgh, we're going to head over to Arthur's Seat. Arthur's Seat is located on Holyrood Park, and it's a short walk from Edinburgh Centre. Arthur's Seat is an extinct volcano with an elevation of 823 feet. When I was there, I wanted to get as high as I could so I could see all Edinburgh. I made the hike up and reached the top. It was so windy up there, I just couldn't believe it. After I hiked to the top, I just had a good time hiking around Holyrood Park and enjoying the views of one of the British Isles' most iconic cities. Another stunning nearby place in Scotland is Dunnottar Castle. It's located about 2 hours drive from Edinburgh. This medieval fortress is full of history. It's where the Scottish crown jewels were hidden during the 17th century. Today, only the ruins tell the castle's past. The cliffs that surround the fortress make it so dramatic. Now, just an hour north from Dunnottar Castle is the Rattray Head Lighthouse. It's an amazing beach area with a 112 feet tall lighthouse just off the coast and was built in 1895. If you keep driving up the coast...
Can you imagine?
1895.
Look how long and it's still standing.
It's still standing. That's amazing.
See that? So when you look at... When you think about Britain, I'm Brits, I'm talking about the people, but when you think about Britain, UK and a whole, and you even notice their structure.
Mm-hmm. It lasts long. And I love that. Even in Europe, just in general, when you walk down the streets, you're walking through history. Like you're walking where people from eons ago walked on. And that's a crazy, it gives you chills just thinking about that.
Look, goose pimple.
Yeah.
And it's still standing.
Yes.
It's not like this flimsy stuff that we have.
Oh, it's gone.
You do and something. I'm sorry, guys, but it's the truth. You and these house turnover.
Yeah.
I'm all for brick, man. I'm all for brick and mortar and build a house, a
Is that
sturdy
in
house.
Jamaica?
Oh, hell. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
I remember cement.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yes,
saying. Brick and mortar,
yes.
cement. That ain't going nowhere.
no name.
You hear what I say? Matches stick houses here. And they all fall down. It's crazy that, and that's one of the things I love about looking at stuff like this. And just when they talk about history and you see all these buildings, you're like, man,
Wow.
I swear to you, I can't wait to visit. To just step foot.
Yeah.
I'm like, my triple and flipple and dipple and dipple ancestors were in here.
We reached the Duncansby Stacks. It is located at the most northeastern part of the British mainland. It's about a 6-hour drive from Edinburgh, so quite the road trip, but it's definitely worth it. It's home to some of the most beautiful sea stacks in all the British Isles. After the sea stacks, we're going to head over to Glencoe. Located in the Scottish Highlands, Glencoe is home to some of Scotland's most beautiful scenery and mountains. I found this place by accident as I was driving around the Highlands. It's been the filming location for many popular movies such as Braveheart. My favorite part of Glencoe is its mountains. I couldn't believe how huge they were. I felt like I was in Switzerland or Norway. I recommend just taking a drive on the A82 road, and you can just see all the wonders Glencoe has to offer. It has one of my favorite mountains in the area.
Oh wow, that is so pretty.
Oh God.
That looks nice.
Oh my God, your mom just made up a word.
Guys. Ooh.
I'm sorry. That was funny.
This is beautiful.
Pretty.
Oh my
Absolutely
God.
gorgeous.
This is what they call a fairy tale look.
Yes.
Like look at the sun the sunset in the background. The water cascading down. The rocks is like the white dots on the rock. And I'm like, woo! And the grass is like green but yellowish. I don't know if it's because of the sun or whatever. And then this look like a little balcony thing looking on the background, and it's so beautiful. Oh my God.
So pretty.
Oh, jeez, you got me.
Yeah, no, you got me.
Yeah, I won't even try to pronounce that. It has an almost perfect pyramid shape, and you get a great view of it from the road. Now, after, we're going to head over to one of Scotland's most iconic locations, the Glenfinnan Viaduct. Located at the top of Loch Shiel in the West Highlands of Scotland. This may look familiar because it was featured in the Harry Potter movies. While I was there, I wanted to get a close look at the bridge, so I walked underneath it. I was just shook how big it actually was. After, I hiked up to a good vantage point so I could see the famous train go across the viaduct. It was such a magical experience. For our final destination, we're going to visit the Isle of Skye. This is one of my favorite places, not just in Scotland, but the world. You literally feel like you're in a fairy tale when you visit. I was lucky enough to go here a few summers ago, and it was one of the most memorable weeks of my life. Now, to get there, it's about a 5-hour drive from Edinburgh. One of the most impressive places on the Isle of Skye is the Old Man of Storr. It's one of my all-time favorite rock formations. I felt like I was on the set of Game of Thrones. When you drive to the store, you can see in the distance and just gets you so pumped. Now, to get to the Old Man of Storr, it's about a 4-kilometer hike. You'll walk through some conservation gates and you'll reach the infamous rock pinnacles. I went for sunrise and sunset, and both occasions were breathtaking. So the legend of the Old Man of Storr is supposedly a giant lived here a long time ago, and when he was buried, his thumb was left sticking out of the ground, creating the mystical rock formation. Just a few minutes away from the Old Man of Storr, there's a breathtaking waterfall called Wight Falls that cascades down into the ocean. There's a nice viewpoint where you can look at the waterfall. One of the most famous sea cliffs is Kilt Rock, which are right next to Wight Falls. If you do want to go on a beautiful hike, I recommend visiting the Cornwall. It's one of the most beautiful areas in the Isle of Skye. You feel like you're walking on a giant golf course. I found this insane vantage point to get a good panoramic view of the area. I just love this place so much.
How long did he get up there? That just scared me. You just see exactly he's just standing like, oh, with nothing on. Just in case.
Ain't happening.
Oh wow.
Ain't look at that view.
It's pretty though.
Ain't nothing anchoring him down.
Nothing.
No hard hat.
Nothing.
No
No parachute.
parachute.
Yes, no parachute. Just in case you never. Wow.
And all we're looking at is rocks.
Rocks.
And it's rigid. It's not smooth.
No, it's rigid. He's not scared. He's not like.
No, I'm in another class by myself.
You are. For sure.
But that is scary. But look at that view. I think he has a drone to do this, because
definitely
standing there and having this aerial view is amazing.
Well, that is it for my British Isles
Oh,
top
that's it.
25. Let me know where your favorite place is in the comments below. I also have a second channel where I make hour-long relaxation.
I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. That just looks amazing. It looks amazing.
That was really amazing. And I like doing these type of reaction videos because we're learning. You know, we don't know everything. And I just love learning about the British Isles, and y'all have beaches. That is pretty cool. And I want you guys to definitely what's the word I'm looking for? Display that more. Because honestly, when I think of London, just here, it's raining, it's cloudy. And it's so pretty. You guys have so much to offer. And I love learning. I love these reactions because you're learning, you know more, your knowledge expands, and you're like, wow, you know more. Don't tell me that you already knew. I'm just teasing her.
I sure did it on my other channel. Listen, look how my son daring to turn on the light. But she just used her big head and black.
You want to use my big head to block that sunlight. Woo!
Guys, we were using the natural light to film, and then it's getting dark. No, it's fine, Sean.
Okay. Yeah, leave it on.
It's getting dark here now, so we're sorry that the lighting changed for you on here. But this was a great video. I hope you guys enjoyed. So many beautiful places. Like I said, I will live there. Like each of them, I'm like more inward, far from the cliff area. But I definitely, it just looks so peaceful, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, yeah. I'm not the city life. I'll visit the city every now and then, but that, you know what? Yeah, I'm chatting too much. Yeah.
No, I agree with everything you said, and I hope you guys enjoyed our laughter, our positive vibes and energies, because we hope we brighten your day with our laughs, and I believe we do, because we get those comments and they warm our hearts. Make sure you guys are happy.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate that to the max. Listen to my boy over there. You're fine, John.
But I'm Z. Oh, I'm Sid and she's Z, because she goes first. It threw me out. Sorry. We're Z and Sid. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let us know what you'd like us to react to.
Leave it in the comment section. It will be done. Love you guys. That will catch you guys.
Bye.
We'll catch you guys in another video. All right? That's it?
That's it.
Nothing more? Please hit the like. This is what helps the channel. And guys, it's free. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and come tell us exactly what you want us to react to. Right back. Relax. That's for Island Girl. That is not for over here. Relax and enjoy. All right, guys. Bye.